Tonight we have an offering from Still Austin, the artist.
And tonight we're going to find out, can a 2-year-old straight rye whiskey from Texas be any good?
I don't know. Oh, we're going to
find out.
I got it.
Okay, so Still Austin.
Still.
Believe it or not, this is a distillery located in Austin, Texas.
No.
Yes. Austin, Texas, very hot, right?
So
growing,
hot.
one of the fastest growing cities in America.
Austin, so hot right now.
Everybody's moving there. Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, anyone's moving to Austin. It's the cool capital of the world, right?
I'm not moving to Austin, so it's
I'm
not that
moving to
cool.
Austin
No,
either.
we're not.
Although
But it
would like to visit.
It is very cool, and I mean, unless you're living under a rock, it is. I mean, that's the best definition. Cool capital of the world. Everybody, anything, all manner of industry and arts and bourbon,
maybe
rye, whiskeys.
I'll tell you what, Still Austin though has been very hot among bourbon drinkers. I keep hearing the name over and over, and we've had, requests from viewers to do some Still Austin. So this is going to be the first one we've done so far.
And if there's one thing about us, we give the people what they want.
We do, and we also love ryes, don't we?
We do love ryes, and I like rye, so that's important too.
I'm pretty sure that's what we just said.
Sorry. But tell me about this.
Okay, so this is a all Texas grain to glass distillery.
Okay.
So this particular bottle is called the Artist. As mentioned, it's a straight rye.
So
100% rye mash bill.
100% rye. No malted barley, no corn, no nothing,
Nope.
just rye.
All Texas grown rye, aged 2 years.
Fun fact, rye ages faster than bourbon.
Tends to mature a little quicker.
It does. And you can get some pretty decent character out of some 2- and 3-year-old ryes.
Yes, and as I was mentioning before we started filming, I was watching a video on Still Austin's website, and I don't know if he was one of the owners, I don't think he was the master distiller, but he was discussing how, theoretically, whiskey ages quicker in Texas because of the climate, the extreme climate conditions. According to him, 1 year in oak in Texas is equal to 2 to 3 years in oak in Kentucky and 7 years in Scotland. How you can prove this or disprove this, I don't know. That would be cool if that's correct, because if it is, then this is really going to drink more like a 4 to 6 year old rye, right?
This sounds like one of those everything's bigger in Texas things.
Sounds like it, but I'm anxious to try.
We're going to
this.
reserve judgment until
We're
we
gonna
get.
find out.
Should we? Let's nose a little bit.
Let's nose it. This is 99.6 proof, toasted barrel, level 3 char.
Toasted.
On all their whiskeys, I believe.
So all toasted. That's cool.
Yep. $50 MSRP.
Light color.
Light amber color.
Yeah. Not super viscous. Puts a little ring around the top, but it's got a little legs. But it smells real nice.
It smells nice.
That smells.
There's a little ethanol there.
Oh, I don't get much. Just the ethanol is a nice complement to fruity. Oh, so fruity.
Juicy fruit.
Yes.
With a little pepper.
That smells nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
grape.
that. Yeah. Like, you know what I would do with this? Put a little behind. Just wear it around.
Oh, is this where I do my?
No, don't do that. Oh God, shouldn't have said anything.
I'm glad you remembered. Oh, that smells nice. Very nice. Okay, we can proceed.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
I made a face on camera. I didn't mean to make the face, but I made it.
So, can I go?
Yeah.
The initial flavor that I got was caramel. however you say it. And then a little of that rye peppery spice. And then on the back end, I got that wintergreen flavor. Not bad. Not great, not bad.
I get a lot of alcohol. It does drink a little young. The nose was so good that I think it tricked my palate into thinking it's going to be fruity and delicious, and it's okay. Like you said, I don't know. I'm going to drink it one more time.
Yeah, it's a little.
I get a lot of that kind of that stringent alcohol on the front, and that was my third drink, and it's starting to overpower any of the good character there. And it has, to me, it has a really strong alcohol finish and aftertaste.
I'll go with you on that. I don't think it's not terrible. It's not by any means terrible.
No, it's not terrible, but
is it as bad as? Not as bad. Is it? Does it blow me away that it's a 2-year-old?
It's not real great,
No.
and you shouldn't pay $50 for 2-year-old whiskey.
I'd agree with that.
There you go. So I think this is the whole thing of, and we have done episodes. We've done another episode about a Texas whiskey, Bingham's bourbon, that uses a chemical maturation process to try to chemically filter out to age the whiskey quicker. This product says, hey, because it's hot in Texas, it gets older faster. I think from everything that I have tasted is there is no substitute for time, and barrel character cannot be forced. Glenn and I were talking about this before the episode about, well, great, it's hot in Texas. That's great. You're pushing all your bourbon out of your wood. Into your wood. The thing that makes Kentucky bourbon so unique is we have winters here in Kentuckiana where we'll be in the negatives or the teens for a week, 2 weeks, which means that wood is contracting and pushing all that bourbon back in. I'm not saying it doesn't get cold in Austin, but if it doesn't get cold like that, then you're missing a season. And how do you put a price on that?
Yeah, and honestly, every master distiller who's been doing it for any amount of time will tell you, like you said, there's no replacement for time.
Yeah, can't cheat time.
And how many distillers have learned hard lessons by trying to rush?
Yeah, but
and I'm not picking on still Austin.
No,
like I said, I don't think it's not bad.
It's not bad. And if you want to support a Texas company and an Austin company and you like their mission, then rock and roll. What I will tell you is there are a lot of really, really good ryes out there that aren't $50, that are older than 2 years old. So just to me, from an like, why do I need this?
Right.
The answer is I don't. For me, I don't need it.
Yeah, and I think you're being a little bit too harsh on the price because it is a grain to glass craft distiller, so their cost is going to be a little bit higher. I'm not going to kill them on the price.
I understand that, but do I need a $50 grain to glass? Like, it's not very good, but it's great. It's grain to glass.
Right. No,
I'm just being pragmatic, and I am not saying it's undrinkable. I am not saying that it doesn't have any endearing qualities. I am just saying that in a crowded bourbon market and in a very crowded rye market now, because everybody's pushing their ryes, I just don't see a world where I would reach for this and get it.
Yeah, I agree. I probably won't seek it out again.
Not at 2 years old?
Not at 2 years old. Now, if they came back in a few years and said, hey, here's our 5-year-old or 6-year-old, then I'm 100% give another shot.
I will never, ever, ever be critical of somebody putting out a product, whether I like it or not, that said, this is ours, we like it, we're putting it out there, we think there's a consumer that will like it. Rock and roll, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying for me, at $50, I would purchase something else.
Yeah, and from what I understand, they've put out some other products that are really good.
Why didn't you buy those?
Well, this is the one I bought.
Good choice.
So now that we've, really given our opinions on this, I want to talk a little bit more about Still Austin and what they do, because I do think it's a really cool distillery. I'd like to visit it.
Yeah, they're going to have us out now. Good job, Charlie.
Yeah, they're the first distiller in the city of Austin since Prohibition. They opened in 2015, so cool. Still fairly young. Head distiller is John Schreppel. He's from New York.
If they opened in 2015, why are they giving me 2-year-old rye?
I couldn't tell you that.
2015.
Maybe they just didn't decide to make a rye until 2 years ago.
Just ask.
I don't know. So they call their custom-built 42-foot column still, they call it Nancy.
That's a big column still.
That is a big column still. They had to actually, I think, take part of the building off.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
They could fit it. So it's named after a character in a classic sci-fi movie, Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Nancy.
Interesting. And one thing I really wanted to touch on here.
Okay.
Is they use a process called slow water reductions to proof their whiskey down. Most distillers, when they proof down their whiskey, they just add water.
Do it at the end
after it's dumped.
Yep.
Right.
Put it in a container. Proof it down. All right. That's right.
So what they do is they add water incrementally while it's in the barrel, because once again, according to them, the extreme temperatures in Texas make the product evaporate faster. According to them. I don't know. Don't know the science behind it, but hey.
Adding water to the barrel.
Yeah. So that's what they do.
Rate it.
I'll give it I get a 5.75.
Is that it?
Yeah, because it's drinkable.
Yep.
It's, I'd say it's a little better than average.
5.2.
For a 2 year.
Yep. 5.25.
All right.
For a 2-year-old whiskey, that's
For a
pretty
2
good.
yeah.
Because I've had some 2-year-old whiskeys that I would give a 2.
Not bad, yeah.
2. So.
Yeah. All right, Charlie. I believe we said all we can say about this one.
We have.
Look forward to trying some more Still Austin.
We are.
Tell them what we would love for them to do.
You gotta hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel so you get more hard-hitting commentaries on whiskeys and bourbons like this. Commentaries. Yeah, my tongue got in the way of my...
Yeah, and check us out on social, So Into Bourbon on Facebook and Instagram, Whiskey Realtor on TikTok, and as always,
keep your wallets loose and your,
bone holes tight.
Good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Do they not have a thing? That's frustrating.
We need.
I love how uncomfortable I made you by me being critical of this.
I really wanted to like it.
But I drink water.
Just get it out of the shot.
Get you out of the shot.
Oh yeah, Miller High Life. Champagne on beer.
It's my favorite damn beer.
Grown in Texas.
100% Texas grown grains. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some drinking. We're gonna make fun of Glenn.
Fun.
So inappropriate. That's why my grandma doesn't watch our channel anymore. Okay, ready? And